Good afternoon, good evening, depending on wherever you're domiciled in the world. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. My name is Mazi Iyke. I hail from Newi. Newi is in Newi province of Biafra land. We are broadcasting live this morning from Houston, Texas. So one more time, I say welcome to another live broadcast. And before we proceed, customarily we have to pray. We call on our leader, Mazi Iyke, to please. Before we proceed, customarily we have to pray. We call on.
We give you every praise, every honor, every adoration. We have come before thee humbly to submit ourselves before your throne of grace, that you may have mercy and pity upon your children who are being ravaged by hunger, that you may have pity upon us. Those of us who are being lied to persistently on a regular basis, that you may have pity upon us. Those who are suffering, those who are sick, those who are diseased right around the world, that you may bring your comforting hand upon them. For those that have passed, O Heavenly Father, that you may comfort their families, that you may comfort them, that your grace, O Heavenly Father, may abide with us now and always, we pray. He said.
Indigenous. All I know, I hope is ever for sure. One day we must be free. Elohim, yeah, we told us to go. Biafra is guaranteed. Yeah, people around the world will pray for peace to reign. Pray for peace to reign. Father and Mother everywhere. Pray for peace to reign. We got to sing. We got to sing. We got you man. We got to sing. We got to sing. We got you man. Innocent people are dying every day. Yeah, children are crying every day. Let me tell you what you need to know. Freedom is guaranteed. Let me tell you what you need to know. You must be free. Freedom. Are you born in married? Are you born in married? Biafra freedom. Hey, are you born in married? I love the scream, better green. Tell the keys to the enemies. They call me evil and Hebrew. Say the same, you will never give up. We made a creed, now you wanna go. Tell the world that I got it straight. All I know, I hope is Biafra for sure. One day we must be free. Elohim, yeah, we told us to go. Biafra is guaranteed. Yeah, people around the world crying for peace to reign, crying for peace to reign. Father and mother everywhere, crying for peace to reign. I got to sing, I got to sing. Make a human, a human. I got to sing, I got to sing. Make a human, a human. Innocent people are dying, dying every day. Yeah, shouldn't I crying, crying every day. Let me tell you what you need to know. Freedom is guaranteed. Let me tell you what you need to know. You must be free. You must be free. Oh, oh, oh. Hey, 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 oh, oh. Hey, 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 oh, oh. Hey, hey, oh, oh. Are you born in Mary? Freedom, freedom, oh, freedom, 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 freedom. Are you born in Mary? None kind of freedom, freedom. Are you born in Mary? Are you born in Mary? Biafra freedom, freedom. Hey, are you born in Mary? A land is green, better green. Tell the cheese to the enemies. They call me evil and Hebrew. Say the same, we will never give up. We made a agree that we wanna go. Tell the world that I got is great. Wayo, 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 wayo. Hey, I am on the married. Hey, I am on the married.
I hail from Newi. Newi is in Newi province of Biafra land. This morning I have to start by a repeat broadcast of yesterday. Our leaders talked yesterday to us, our teaching yesterday. We're going to listen to it to a point and be able to, go into our conversation. So I want you to get yourself ready, pen and paper. I don't have to tell you this anymore because I know you're always having it by your side. You take down notes so that when you call, you know exactly what you're going to be talking about. This is Radio Biafra. Let's listen to our leader, Mazi Iyke's yesterday's broadcast. This is a repeat broadcast. It was done yesterday, the 13th. Today is the 14th of April, 2021. So let's listen to it.
Another exciting edition of our now, should I say, thrice weekly presentation on this glorious platform that heaven itself ordained for the propagation of the gospel of redemption of the children of light, doing all we can to remove God's children from the iniquitous existence that Nigeria has become. I welcome each and every one of you. And as I welcome you, allow me to encourage you also to welcome all those who are around you. I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night to some of you. Today's date is the 13th day of April in the year of our Most High Elohim, 2021, with the time now standing at precisely 7 minutes past the top of the hour, 7 minutes past 7 p.m. in the land of Biafra, and I believe the same number of minutes past the top of the hour, regardless of where you are domiciled this very day. My name is Nnamdi Kanu. I am the leader of the largest mass movement on the face of this planet, Banon, the indigenous people of Biafra. I am the director of Radio Biafra and Biafra Television, and the head of any sub-agency or association linked to the indigenous people of Biafra. And I will explain why I had to add this evening as we proceed. Get your pen and your paper. Things are happening in the zoo, I assure you. And this very glorious battle, we are winning it. We are not relenting. We are not going back. There is nothing else left for us to do than to proclaim the emergence of the sovereignty of the Republic of Biafra, and that will happen very imminently. And when we do so, we shall have the resources, the means, the men, and the arms to defend our land. We are moving very slowly, but we are finally heading to our destination. You should not fear. You should not prevaricate. You should not contemplate surrender. You should not even think about retreating, because we're not going to stop until the land of Biafra is set free. We want to let the world understand how fanatical we are about this very freedom that we are pursuing. We want mankind to testify with their own mouths that indeed God Almighty in heaven is with his children in the land of Biafra. Before we go any further, we are going to pray. Because on this very glorious platform, we pray all the time, because we are nothing without the grace of God Almighty in heaven, not because the white men brought Bible to us, or the fact that Arabians brought their Quran to us, not at all, but because we are the original children of this very earth, those who are immensely blessed by God Almighty in heaven. Because before the white man came, we were answering Umuchukwu, which literally means the children of God. Before the white man came, we were answering Chukuma, which means that God knows it all. Before the white man came, we were answering Ihechi, which means the light of God. Before the white man came, we were answering every name that beautified and glorified the essence of the Almighty in heaven. There is nothing anybody can teach us about the knowledge of God Almighty in heaven. That is why we pray and submit ourselves to him every time, even though we are not on air. Every blessed day I pray 7 times in a day. And this evening we must pray. And I will pray, of course, unapologetically and unashamedly with the language of heaven, the very oldest language on the face of this very planet Earth. That Chukwokikabiyama and the host of heaven may be able to answer our prayers. Allow me to pray. Chineke nna nke pụrụ ihe niile, Chukwokikabiyama, onye anyị na-efe na-agọzi aha nsọ ya ụtụtụ ehihie abalị. Onye ọ bụ naanị ya ka ike niile nọ na-agbadoro aka ya, Chineke nna nke na-ekwute mgbe mmadụ ga-adị na mgbe mmadụ ga-anwụ. Onye ọ bụ naanị ya bụ usu niile nke ndị agha, eze kachasị eze niile elu, onye mmụọ na mmadụ na-akpụ isi ala nye. Onye ọ bụ naanị ya ka mbara igwe na-egosi ọrụ aka ya. Ebe ọ bụ naanị ya nna nke dị nsọ ma ruo mgbe ebighị ebi site n'ebe ikpofu ahịa wekpọlite n'ogbenye. Chineke nna nke ndị Biafra, Chineke nna nke na-adịghị arahụ ụra, onye ndị Igbo na-etu ebighị ebi, n'ihi na ọ bụ naanị ya na-adịdị ma ruo mgbe ebighị ebi. Anakpa ahụ na anwụ anwụ, ma Chineke nna nke anyị na-akpụ isi ala anyị na-adịgide ma ruo mgbe ebighị ebi. Obuna de Gim to an sopron, a Jamani, Mbulin, ah, so in a canyon to watch any man to hang. And then we chose on Mogananaga. Oh, no, run up, you sell away, gay horse about a second, if I not a buchinican. And when you win a pussy, being it or I was apple a piazzi, but I ask you about you pool. It's an open animal buchinican and keprumi. Oh, yes, in a tamahu, Nandone. Nampabunine, Nkomori, where was you gahan? Nine again, which was on Moganana, Cabo Kunson, Kikinek, or be back, and Ibopasoku, when Apoko hands of opportunity meant one. Nothing no cooking in a Guyana, Amen, or Gaga last one and Cadbury. Nihin even on Western Biafra Gardery. Obun Conky couldn't dig it. Obru Mani, Hapus, or John Kendocha with Erani, where Solun son taken and Kiwe. And the bossy where many men want is you. Negas I never money for was a plan. Nihin hanging a man of watching Keta, Mbani in the Ipob, Nabano, one in a Nanke bread and gossip. It was to Gamma again and Kiwe. It was to Kakichineke. Do you know Milan? Or be a mero to Tony Germany in Mbulielu. It was Siala, my room baby. We go to do I real signing I again and Cabred and goes over like you and Yanni Biafra. Umwegi hozanya na donye ngomna Chineke na obuki we make a lazy you we sineli gwe we natanelo wa dika Yeshua Jesus we bene ose ka lazy ge bia keme ihe na acho n'elu wa because we dị n'igwe obi ihe na azo lazy ge no wa na nke bere ikekwe ka ihe we ma ha nsọ anyị ejighị mma anyị ejighị ọta anyị ejighị egbe nna nke ebere ọ bụkwa sọsọ aha nsọ gị ka anyị na-akpọku mgbe niile ị ga-ekwe ka ihere wee mee aha nsọ gị chetakwa na anyị onwe anyị bụ anụkwa ahụ bụ mmadụ dị ndụ ka anyị bụ ofu ụbọchị anyị ga-anwụrịrị n'ihi na ihe ị na-ekere eke ga-anwụ anwụ ma chetakwa na okwu nsọ gị na-adịgide ma ruo mgbe ebighị ebi ị ga-ekwe ka ụwa wee chi aha nsọ gị ọchị n'ihi na ọ bụghị anyị onwe anyị ka a na-achị ọchị ọ bụ aha nsọ gị ka a ga-achị ọchị a ga-asịlekwa ndị a niile oge ọ bụla ha ugbu a na-akpọku Chineke nna nke bi n'igwe ọzọ aha ekpere ọkwa gị ka ụwa ga-achị ọchị nna nke igwe anyị wee na-akpọkọ ha nsọ gị na-asị na onweghị ihe anyị bụ ewezuga gị ọ bụ naanị gị bụ Chineke nna anyị wee were ụmụ gị bụ Eastern Security Network wee nyefee gị n'aka ka iwee duo ha nna nke igwe duo ha onye nwe m na Chineke nna ọpụpụ ha na mpata ha niile nye ha mmeri ebe ndị iro nọ lekwa ezinụlọ nke iji aka iwe ihe bụ Ipob n'ụwa niile Chineke nna nkụzirila nke ndị agha ndị dị etu a bụ ụmụ gị ka ha bụkwa ụmụ dị ikwu ka ịbụ nna nke ekpere anyị wee na-arịọ gị ka iwee leta anyị niile n'otu n'otu ezinụlọ ndị ikwu ndị ibe ndị ọgọ ndị enyi ndị nsọ na-ekpere gị ekpere mgbe niile n'ihi na ala Biafra nwee ndị nsọ na-atụ mmanya ụbọchị niile wee na-akpọku ha nsọ gị sị gị biko mere anyị amara ma o nweghị ihe ọzọ kụrụ ude nke anyị na-asụ n'akwa nke anyị na-ebe wee leta ndị gị Chineke nna nke igwe n'ihi na Fulani abatakwa Owere nna nke ebere ọkwa sọsọ ka ha nọkwa na Owere nna nke igwe biko nụ mere anyị amara gị zọpụtakwa anyị n'aka ajọ ihe ndụwa anyị n'ụzọ niile nke ezi omume gị ka ọ ga-abụ n'ikpete masị na Biafra ga-abịa n'ihi na mgbe i nyere anyị Biafra nna nke ebere dị ngozi ọ bụkwa aha nsọ gị ka a ga-eto ọbụghị mmadụ dị ndụ ọ bụ naanị ka anyị ga-akpụ isi ala nye ọ bụ naanị ka anyị ga-abụrụ abụ otuto mgbe niile ebighị ebi n'ihi na ọgbọ niile nke ga-abịa ihe na-anwụrụ bụ ụmụ Biafra nna nke ebere dị ngozi ọgbọ niile ga-abịa n'ụwa nna nke igwe ga-akpụ isi ala nye gị n'ihi na ọ bụ onye nyere ha Biafra nna nke igwe ka a ga-efe ọ bụ naanị gị bụ Chineke nna bụ onye pụrụ inye anyị Biafra bụghị mmadụ dị ndụ anyị wee were onwe anyị wee nyefee gị n'aka sị ka amara gị ma mma gị ebere gị ọmịiko gị nna nke igwe mmeso ọma gị wee jupụta n'ime ndụ anyị ka otuto niile na nsọpụrụ niile ija mma niile mbuli elu dịrị sọsọ aha nsọ gị onye kele igwe n'ụwa ụkwa nwere ogbe niile ebebi ka a na-arịọ gị ise hey oziọma Chineke. For some minutes there I delved into the spirit because we are nothing without Elohim Chineke nna nke bi n'igwe. Unashamedly so, because we have prayed in the language of heaven, the oldest language on the face of this very earth. That is why the British hate us so much. They were the first to encounter our civilization. They despised us when they went to Arochukwu and saw the grace of God upon our lives. They said to us, you have no history. But today we have proven to the world that indeed we do have history, And we are very proud of it. And we are going to defend that very heritage with the last drop of our blood. We must preach the gospel of heaven this evening as always, that the blind may see and the deaf may hear, that they may go out to testify the goodness of the Lord in the lives of those that call themselves indigenous people of Biafra. That name will live forever and ever. IPOB will endure when all of us are gone. That I can assure you. Because the miracle and the hand of God is upon us. Allow me to preach. The Southeast governors, they claim in the Guardian newspaper and indeed every other newspaper in the zoo, they say the Southeast governors unleash Ebubago, more like Ebube Pussy, Ebubudene, to tackle rising unrest. Ebubago. The only Ago I saw in the press conference was Obiozo wearing the traditional cloth that we have, which is called Isiago. That is the only Ago I saw. Behind them, we are Fulani Janjaweed, Police Commissioner, AIG, from the north. When the Yorubas launched Tamoteku, there was no Fulani man. When the Yoruba governors launched Tamoteku, there was no Fulani police, whatever idiot there. These ones, they gathered in Owerri, sadly, of course, because Anambra is the first son, is the beginning of Biafra land, the beginning of Igbo land, is Anambra state. Before I came on air this evening, in fact, I concluded that the reason why things are not working for these criminals and vagabonds is because they neglected Anambra, we chose Enugu, and now they have gone to Owerri. Whereas Anambra is the source, is the beginning, is the first son of Igbo land, is Anambra. But now they have gone to Owerri. They met in Owerri. All of them for the first time, all the Janjaweed appointed governors gathered in one place. The only thing that united them for the first time since their inception, since they started having this stupid and ridiculously named Southeast Governors Forum, the only time they got together is to work against the interest of their own people. Go and check all their meetings. One or two of them will be missing. The only time they gathered together, the only time was a few days ago. Why? Because they want to act against the interest of the masses. And what is that interest? Is the Eastern Security Network. Because we have made it impossible for the Fulani Janjaweed terrorists, with the help of British government, Nigeria Army and police, to take over our land. You must understand what I'm saying very, very clearly, please. Understand me this evening. I beg of you. Morning, noon, or night, depending on where you are. Allow me to repeat, I said, the only reason why they gathered together in Owerri, in the office that they gave to their stooge, Opus Odema, the Sarkin Fulani of Imo State, appointed by Abakiari, rubber stamped by a Fulanized Janjaweed Supreme Court in his office. Because the Fulani said to them, if you do not gather in Owerri, we will not listen to you. They gathered to form their stupid bubag or whatever rubbish they call it. And if you look at the picture rather laughably, and of course in their characteristically undignified manner, you will see some Janjaweed standing behind them. Very sad indeed. Fulani, they are launching something they claim is to defend the Southeast, and Fulani people are there. And let me ask them, how many vigilante and security network do they have in the north? How many Igbo people were present during the launch of those security outfits in the north? They have one in Bauchi. They have one in Yobe. That is to tell you how stupid these fools are, calling themselves governors. The most useless and idiotic set of people you can ever come across. Very, very sad indeed. Now listen to me. I want to prove to the whole world, everybody listening this evening, how stupid and idiotic these people are. Because some of you do not know how idiotic they are. I want to prove to you that these Southeastern governors, they are a bundle of idiocy, stupidity. These are the kind, this is the species of idiots The species of idiots over the years who have been making life extremely difficult for us. What have they done? All of you can remember a while back, they said that they are launching, that we have now banned open grazing. I want to start from the beginning. I am responding to what the governor said a few days ago, that they are launching a security outfit. Out of pride, because they have killed, they were the ones that ordered Fulani army and police to invade our land and kill us. Operation Python Dance 1, Python Dance 2, 3, 4, 5, local dance smile. So they are too ashamed of themselves to approach Eastern Security Network, to work collaboratively to try to secure our land in the East. You need to understand. Because that's the same way we come from. So they have committed, they have polluted the land. They have polluted. That is why they don't have the face to approach IPOB leadership to say, please come and help us, we have a problem. They're all murderers and killers. And they will all be held accountable when the time comes. Now, a summary of what they said is this, and I will summarize. I'm using what Guardian newspaper reported. They are now directing, listen carefully, they claim they are forming a bubago, they claim they are floating a security network, maybe to rival ESN, which is impossible, of course. If you ask the Zoo Army and the police, they will testify. If you ask the Fulani terrorists in the forest, they will testify. Nobody can. What they did, rather foolishly, is to say, these are people, listen, these are people launching a security network. Don't get me wrong. They called it a bubago. And during their press briefing, they now said, we are directing all security agencies to enforce ban on open grazing. Hey, so you're not directing a bubago to stop open grazing. You're going back to the same police that has failed for nearly 7 years. I want to let people understand how useless, idiotic, and foolish the so-called governors are. When these people call themselves we, the political elite, I want to basically gouge out my eyes. You claim you are an elite and you have common sense. You came to a press conference to launch something you are calling your regional security outfit. And in the same breath, whilst you're standing, claiming you're launching regional security outfit, you are now asking police standing behind you to please enforce the ban on open grazing. Then why are you floating a security outfit if the police are going to enforce the ban on open grazing, knowing fully well that open grazing is the source of every problem we are having in the zoo? Let me take some water. That's number one. For those of you with pen and paper, that is number one. When we floated Eastern Security Network, I gave them the order to flush out Fulani terrorists from our bushes, and they're doing successfully. We are now having a few teething problems in Ebonyi. Why? Because in Ebonyi State, we have now discovered that the so-called Fulani headsmen are Nigerian army and police. They take off their police uniform, they go to their own police and army armory in Ebonyi State. Under the eyes and nose of Umahi, they pick up guns from their armory. They go and slaughter villagers in Ebonyi State. Under Fulani headsmen. The army and the police. That is why very soon there will be no army or police in Ebonyi State. If we see you with army in Ebonyi State, you're a dead idiot, you will die. Because you people are the ones supporting your own people to take over our land in Ebonyi State. I have noticed that most commentators and analysts abroad, most of these people compromised and paid by the zoo. They're still writing their rubbish, header farmer clash. God will punish all of you. I don't care if you're white or if you're black. You can see Fulani coming to my land to take my land from me. You can see them killing villagers. You are telling me it's farmer header clash. God will punish any idiot that writes about farmer header clash. It is not. Fulani, with the help of the British government, is hell-bent on taking over our land and our resources, denying us the right to exist as a people. with dignity, of course. They don't want us to live with dignity. They want to enslave us in our land. We are the original land of the free. We had no kings because we believe that every man was born and is born equal before God Almighty in heaven. That only God can be king, not man. The British came and we accepted their nonsense. They gave us an adulterated version of the word of God in the Bible that they brought to us, full of lies and deception, distorting the word of God. They gave it to us and we fell apart as a people. This generation of IPOB is here. We're going to correct this nonsense. We must correct it. We have no choice. We correct it or we die correcting it. We are not going to give an inch nor quarter. They must understand this very, very clearly. They are about to see the definition of madness. They are about to discover how fanatical we are about Biafra. They don't understand. They read about it. They say, oh, they're on social media. That you don't understand how insane we are about Biafra. Any day, you know, you will give us our Biafra and let us live in peace. People that got together, you know, were talking about forming a security outfit. They were standing up, not even in the office. The same place they are standing saying, today we are launching a Bubaco Eastern Security Network. The same place they're saying, police, please go and enforce open grazing. And do you know how deceptive and evil these people are? They do not have any legislation to back up the directive that given to the police to go and stop open grazing. Now let me shock all of you. That some of you don't know this about the zoo called Nigeria. I want to shock all of you so you understand what I'm saying. A governor does not have the right to issue any order to the police in Nigeria. Some of you don't understand this because you go to school but you learn nothing. You understand nothing because your brains are empty. And when I say, they say I'm insulting them, why won't I insult you? Because a lot of you are very, very foolish. Most of you are stupid and idiotic. How? What you have is Nigeria Police Force, not Anambra Police Force, not Imo Police Force, not Ogun Police Force, not Oshun, not Lagos Police. People must understand this. The only time the Nigeria Police or Army can act in your state is only when the directive you're giving to them is in tandem with the wishes and aspirations of the Inspector General of Police and of the presidency. Do you understand what I'm saying? The only time a governor can speak to the police and the police will listen is when that directive, like Operation Python Dance, go and kill Biafran people, is in tandem with what the Fulanis want in Abuja. That's all. If not, they will not carry it out. Now, tell me why. For nearly 2 weeks now, we have been under sustained Fulani Janjaweed, should I say, Nigerian Army and Police attack in Ebonyi State. The army has not responded. They have not issued any statement. Nobody has said a word, not one single word, in condemnation of what is happening. Nigerian media, those evil journalists, they have not written about it. But there is war going on in Ebonyi. Even right now, this minute, we are fighting them. We defeated them. They went back and they went to Benue State. They brought Fulani people in the army and in the police. They took off their police uniform, their army uniform. They're in Ebonyi fighting us. And some of you don't understand what is going on because you're foolish. The zoo has gotten into some of you. You are forming a security outfit. A security outfit. In the same vein, you're asking the work you are setting up the security outfit for. In the same place, you are telling the police to go and enforce it. I don't God in heaven. What planet did these people actually emerge from? Are you sure they went to school? Are you sure that? And George Obioso is there. He's a professor, he's intellectual. Are you sure they are well at all? And they know that they do not have the force of the law to back up their plan on open. How many times will they announce open grazing ban? Almost 20 times. Over 20 times. Go and Google it. grazing ban every 2 months, grazing ban. Why, ask yourself, why is it that the police are not enforcing it in our land? In fact, in the whole of Middle Belt and the whole of the South. Why? Ask yourself that question. Those of you in your stupid one Nigeria, why is it that since 2016, every 2 months, grazing ban, enforce it? After saying it, the police will go back home or go back to their offices. All they do is to set up roadblocks and be extorting money from people and killing Biafrans. That's all they do, and arresting them. That is all. That same job that the governor said, go and do this job, they will never do it. They have never done it. I will never do it. Because it doesn't correspond with what Abuja wants. Abuja wants Fulani in our forest so they can take over our land. So if you ask the police command in Imo State to go and stop open grazing, they will not do it. Since they gave this directive, was it last week? Have you ever heard that the police confronted any Fulani grazing openly anywhere, or grazing their cattle openly anywhere? It's a simple question. I want our people to understand how idiotic and stupid these fools are calling themselves governors. Since they have been saying, why only 2 or 3 months ago they announced open grazing ban. That same time it was in Ebonyi State. He said, we are directing the police and the security agencies to go and enforce the ban. Till today, nobody has enforced it. What does that tell you about Nigeria and their their police system? Something some of you don't know is that what you have is a Nigeria police force. It's not there to serve you, it's there to serve Abuja. If a Fulani man in Abuja says, I want Fulani headsmen in Isunjaba, that's what is going to happen. They will come to your village, they will kill you. In Isunjaba, they will kill you. You will call the police commissioner, they will not respond. Because the police forces doesn't belong to you. It belongs to the federal government of Nigeria. That is something, people, that is one thing every day I wonder. What type of God made you people? Now listen. They formed a bube pussy. I'll go pussy, the one having the house. When you stamp your feet and start to run away. Pussy, you don't put pussy cat. Not agro. Very sad indeed. And as somebody put it, after some pussyfooting, the governors of the 5 southeastern states of Abia, Anambra, Ebonyi, Enugu, and Imo decided to take their destinies in their own hand and address the fast deteriorating security situation in the region with the unveiling of a new security outfit codenamed the Bubago. Now I ask you, did you see when Amotekun was launched? When ESN was launched, you saw men. In Yoruba land, you saw men, volunteers. No, I think some of them are on salary. Ours is volunteer. It's an entirely volunteer force. Nothing. Nobody's paid a dime. Volunteers. When we launched ESN, you saw men. Somebody says, Ebuboke, rat. Not even pussy. Pussy is even strong. Pussy can catch a rat. These idiots who launched their own. The only person who looked like he's a agro, a leopard, because agro in our place is leopard. The only person, some of you must know that tiger is not indigenous to Africa, so our ancestors couldn't have named a tiger agro. Understand this very carefully. Tigers, I think, they're only found in Southeast Asia. I may be mistaken and I stand to be corrected. They are found only in Asia, if I'm not mistaken, in the Far East. There is no tiger anywhere in Africa, if my biology serves me right. So our ancestors couldn't have named the tiger Agro. Agro is leopard. That's what we have, for your information. Now listen. They formed this Ebubepusi. Nobody was in sight. The only person wearing the cloth with Agro on it was George Obiozo. The only person. Obiano looked like a cowboy from the village drinking palm wine somewhere. Do you know how free these governors are? Some of you don't even know what is going on. They are so petrified of their Fulani masters, they can't even wear their traditional isiago, which is our traditional wear.
Umahi was wearing Fulani Danjiki. I don't know what Upani was wearing. Obiano looked like a cowboy. Okay, Zipasi looked like somebody had a 419 that landed in Bada somewhere. Just look at their dress. None of them dressed like where they come from. In Yoruba land, they dress the way they are in the way of basically, when you see them, you know that these are Yoruba governors. In the north, of course, you know these are Janjaweed, Fulani. In our own land, in Igbo land, the heart of the cradle of civilization of mankind itself, they are ashamed of who they are. Go and look at it. Some of you don't even observe such little things. You don't even have time. Thank you. Casey, thank God. It's a Ebubatoro. I think that is even better. Ebubatoro. They could not even wear their traditional attire because they are afraid of their Fulani masters. They know Fulani will be. Look at Umahi. Umahi, every day he's wearing Danchiki with red cap. Danchiki every blessed day. Oh, Chineke, man, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Ebubago means the fear of a lion, which is rubbish. This food doesn't work. Ebubago means the glory of a leopard. What you feel when you see a leopard. Ebubago is security outfit. But we never saw any. Not one. Do you know why you did not see anybody during the launch of this ridiculously named Ebubago rubbish by these fools? Because they have nobody. And they know that nobody can join them. Every young man and woman from the East is under oath. Divine oath to restore Biafra. We know that these are Fulani lackeys. These are Janjaweed servants in our land. Nobody can ever take them seriously and understand it very well. Ask them, where is your... okay, when are they taking off? When is this Ebubatoro? When is it going to kick off? When? Nobody knows. After it, you're telling police behind you, Fulani Janjaweed behind you. Please stop grazing ban. You're telling me that the Fulani will go and stop the brother from grazing in your bush. Are you mad? You people are the fools. You are the only ones killing your own people. Whereas the Fulanis are the ones importing their own people from all over Sahel to come and occupy our land. That is how idiotic you stupid people are, calling yourselves governors. And the idiots who are following you fools. Because of what they can eat. What I'm preaching, somebody said I should remove everybody from it. Okay. Some of you, some people are coming up with names. People are very funny. They said that they are forming it because last week gunmen brazenly attacked him. Because of that, they are forming it. So that means you're forming it to go and fight, not Fulani Janjaweed that is ravaging our land, even in Ebonyi right now as I speak. You're forming it to go and fight an enemy you cannot see. How can you fight something you cannot see? At least no fewer than 67 security agents. Listen, listen. In the launch of Ebubatoro, which in essence means a local security outfit to take care of our land. But they are, these people, they are foolish. They gathered the heads of security agencies in the region, and all of them joined together to issue a communique because Dave Umahi wants to be president. The brother is a retired major general that I don't know. That family is compromised. Sabo, everyone. These are conspirators, they are. They want to be president. These idiots came and launched a security outfit without anybody in a security outfit to show for it. And they all went home just to grab the headline for a few days. As some will say, audio security network. Audio security network. More like a Bubendi Bariba. fools calling themselves governors, making a mockery of common sense. Do you know what they have been doing? Let me tell you where they plan or intend to get their recruits from. From Eastern Security Network. Some of them have now approached some people they thought are frontline commanders of Eastern Security Network. One state in particular, one idiot in particular, Hope Usadema, sent people to go and inquire in Imo State that they should get him the name of the commander of ESN in Imo State. That he intends to make him the commander of Ebubatoro in Imo State. Are you listening to me very carefully? These are the people that he wanted to kill a few weeks ago. These are the people that him and his Fulani friends are still hunting till today. He's looking for them. So, all these announcements they made in front of their Fulani masters, is basically to say we are going to divide ESN. We are going to tell you that money talks. We have the money, the security budget. We are going to buy you people over. Trying to go back to what Gowon said, that the best way to defeat this agitation is by spraying money everywhere. To their horror, shock, and surprise, the people they met somewhere in Imo State, ask Sarikin Fulani, he will tell you. The people asked them, why don't you go to the leadership officers, go to IPOB leadership and ask them to come and do this thing for you? Why are you coming to us? To divide us? And the people told them, we are under oath, we cannot do it. We cannot do it. So they have nobody. It's to come and poach a structure that we have already on the ground. Hope Usadema is a 419, he's a thief. He used laptop to steal before. The Janjaweed are very clever. They decided to give us idiots as our imposed idiots and call them leaders. A 419er, a certified criminal, a hardened criminal, a highway robber. They claim is the governor of Imo State sitting in the same office as Mbakwe. What an insult. What an insult to the memory of the great legend himself, Sam Nnakambakwe. He went to go and poach ESN officers. Listen, they were announcing we have a Bubago with nobody to show for it. After 2 days or 2 or 3 days, they went in search of ESN officers to give them money. We will give you everything you want. Come and become our head. Can you imagine such nonsense? As some will say, only in the East, only in Igbo land. Only in Igbo land. Only in Igbo land. Very, very sad indeed. That is where we are today. They want security outfit. The meeting resolved to maintain a joint security vigilante for which means in the Bubago, the Fulani Commissioner of Police in Imo State will be there. The Fulani AIG for maybe zone 9 or zone 8 or zone 15 will be there. These people are idiotic. They are so foolish. Can you imagine? So you don't know that if you have Fulani policemen and Fulani army officers in your so-called vigilante battle, they will tell you when you want to go and attack them, they are the ones that will now inform their people that you're coming to attack their camp. You don't know that. I thought intellectualism. Is this your intelligence? The sum of all your this like this. You bring Fulani that is killing you. You bring their brother in there's a police commissioner. You put him in the committee that will be a part of this battle, and then you now go out to go and fight. Ask yourself: the same people you are bringing into your battle, they cannot even enforce grazing ban. Open grazing is against the law. Since 1968 in Nigeria, since 1968, open grazing by Fulani is against the law. Against the law. They cannot enforce it. Now you want them to come to become part of a group, vigilante, that will now stop their own people from grazing. Are you not foolish? Are you not foolish? We must continue to preach this very gospel of heaven. Heaven will give me a message and I'll give to the living. That is why Biafra must come. That is why this gospel we've been preaching for very many years has caught fire everywhere. Everywhere. That the Janjaweed have said, we will restructure. And we said to hell with the restructure. We don't want to restructure nothing. Let everybody go back to their father's compound and start afresh. Britain destroyed us as a people and as a race. I was listening to a very erudite, well-spoken Black American, and this man said that slavery hasn't ended. All they did was to remove the chain from your collar. That's all they did. But slavery remains. You people are guinea pigs, experimental animals for the arch racists you have in Whitehall in London, of which Katrina Lang is one of them. I saw her dancing with her Fulani. I don't know if it is at the airport, dancing, jumping up and down. A white woman. You plantation, they are welcoming her with a dance troupe at the airport. Katrina Lang. The same way they brought you the stupid Bible that some of you don't even understand today. Telling you I'm quoting you rubbish. How they went into our brain and basically rendered us useless. But thankfully there is IPOB and we can still reason. Some people have come out to, they said Bubatolo is a huge joke. This is not from IPOB. A huge joke. They don't have the men, they're not on the ground, they have not confronted Fulani. They are not one of these governors have been able to drive away Fulani terrorists from his own domain. Not one of them. Not one of them has ever given an order to the police saying, Fulani people are killing us now. In Bende, in Usakoli, go. They will not go. None of these people, the people that are claiming they are forming security outfit, none of them, all of them, they all have a Fulani killing them in their states. They've done nothing. Now that Eastern Security Network has come to deal with these animals, they are now jumping up and down. Saying we want to form our own as well. Because they think that somehow one day people will get so upset there will be a very bloody, violent revolution. Just like the idiots that we had defending the mask wearer from Niger Republic in London. Black people, they have a problem in the brain, or should I say some of them. A lot of news have now come out. They said that mixed reactions have trailed the proclamation of regional security outfit, codenamed more like Ipob, by the southeastern governors. People have spoken to a major newspaper in the zoo. Oh dear me. Even ADF said that they we don't believe them. ADF, we can't take them serious. Nobody believes them. They are a laughing stock. This bundle of idiocy in these 5 individuals. A laughing stock. People are laughing at them. We can't take them serious until they start doing something concrete. They cannot do it. Who can they give order to? The only person they can give order to is the police commissioner, PC. Police commissioner is Janjaweed. What's he going to do? To go to the forest and flush and kill his own people? He's not going to do it. He's not going to do it. ADF said they are not serious. There should be a law banning open grazing. Not when you come out to pronounce it. In a democracy, it doesn't work that way. You go to your states, your various houses of assembly, and you enact a law saying we are banning it. At least even when you enact the law anyway, who's going to enforce it? Because the police you're relying on to enforce it, they are federal police. Some of you don't know. They are federal police, not your own. But I'm sure on this UG, if it goes in through one ear, it goes out of the other. They don't retain knowledge. Very, very sad indeed. Very, very sad indeed. Oh, dear me. People said the greatest challenge is how to manage a Bubatoro, a Pussy, and Eastern Security Network. already operating in the. We are already operating. Instead of them to come and say, oh, but how do we do this? Fulani said, no. You use money. You use your security vote. Use your security budget. Dislodge them. Spray money everywhere. They have tried in Imo State. Oh. And the idiot they sent were going to catch him. Pussy. According to an Abuja-based lawyer, Ozioma Izuora, he said, Pussy doesn't exist. This is a battle. It doesn't exist at the moment. This is not how Amoteku was established. It wasn't. You have to see it. There. I don't know if I should continue. The white man is very clever. Came into our land and told us that our way of life is fetish, it's bad, it's evil. But they gave us something that is worse. Worse. And in the process, they took our brain as well. They took our brain. See how foolish we are. People are gathered somewhere forming a security outfit without security outfit. We have launched it. Launching means you show us. When you're going to launch a car or you launch your house, or because housewarming parties, you're telling the whole world, I have a house, you're launching it. How can you launch something without that thing that you're launching? And people are clapping for your intellectual governors. Dear me. Where is it? I'm asking you. All these days, have you seen anybody parading as a I don't want to. Some of the names they're putting down here is just so horrible. I cannot even pronounce it live on air because people are listening. They are fools. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is that there is widespread condemnation. Our people are now beginning to reason properly. Do you know the Ebube pussy that are planning to float that they don't have already? We received an intel. They are bringing Fulani policemen in mobile police units from all parts of the zoo to try and come and become this security outfit for the foolish Efulefus we have as governors. They are drawn from everywhere across the zoo. They will come, they will give them uniform, they will say they are this, that. And as we said earlier today, anybody foolish enough, if you are that stupid enough or hungry enough to go and join any governor in the running of this rubbish, prepare to meet your ancestors. And you will see them where you're going to. And you will tell them what the Fulani Janjaweed has done to you. And in the process, you will greet my mother and my father for me. Because that's where you're going to. There is nobody who cannot spare you, I swear to God Almighty in heaven. Any idiot foolish enough to go and join any governor in Ebube this or Ebube that, you are finished, you are gone. Ask God as well. Go and bring them now to come and form your Ebube this or Ebube that. Imo State is now the new capital of the Eastern region. Because Fulani stooge is there. Second Fulani is there. Anambra is the beginning of who we are as a race and as a people. Anambra is number one. Number one. Or Parako, first son is Anambra. First son is Anambra. The same way you have the house of Judah in Israel. That's number one. Is how our land. Anambra is number one. If any meeting should be held, it should be held in Oka. That's number one. Oka. Because everybody's from Anambra State. Everybody. I mean, absolutely everybody is from Anambra State. If you don't know. From Anambra, not even the state, from Anambra itself. Should I say Omambala? As it is. They were first, we went to Enugu, and now it's not going to be over there because Fulani Janjaweed is there. I think the devil man wanted it to be Bonny State, but it wasn't possible. He was doing a nice man, a Fulani man, wearing danchiki with red cap. And Fulani was about to take over Bonny State until we stepped in. The war is still ongoing till now. I cannot believe it. Till this moment, we're still fighting them. Battle, heavy battle. The zoo will not report it. You will not see any foreign writer, any consultant writing about it. But we are battling Fulani terrorists. Basically, army and police officers in Fulani terrorist uniform in Ebonyi State right now as I speak. There's a war going on. Heavy war is going on in Ebonyi State right now. We have defeated Miyetti Allah. They now went into the army to bring Fulani army people and police to come and fight us in Ebonyi. A war is going on right now as we speak. That is why I will not spare anybody that messes up with our funding. Like 2 individuals, I mentioned their name in the US, in Georgia. They have stolen, and then let me finish. Then I'll go to those 2 individuals. Ndoshi Marhabwa in the US. They cannot come home again. They can never come home again, I assure you. They can't. Let's continue. You people must understand what the Fulani Janjaweed have in store for you. All of you must understand this. Was a carefully planned and choreographed presentation by Miyetti Allah. What they plan to do is to float this idiotically named security outfit using Fulani soldiers and police. Because it's here, they said it. The heads of security were part of it. And in the process, they will bribe our men to abandon Eastern Security Network and join them. So they will sit back and be laughing. Oh, can't you see them? They are miscreants, they are hungry. Can't you see we gave them money, we told them we have money, and they left Eastern Security Network to come and join us. That's what they want to do. They don't know how formidable we are. Of course, now they know. I believe now they know. Now they know. Miyetti Allah. Look at a governor, an Igbo governor, Igbo man. We are every blessed day, every time in his public appearance, he'll be wearing a ganchiki 1,400 from Fulani land. Hi. Chineke na meru nebere. Chineke na meru nebere. Our people must be disciplined because now they are now telling us they're going to come with money to try to buy us over. They brought money to me. I said no many times over. They took the money to my parents. My parents said no, they will not take. They have tried everything humanly possible. The answer is no. We are saying no to them. Now I want to warn our people wherever you are in the world that without discipline, we are going to lose this war. The only thing we have, because we are an army of volunteers, the only thing we have is the love of Biafra, nothing more, nothing less. That is why in everything that we are doing, we must be focused on the coming of Biafra, nothing else. Or else they will enter into us with money. That is why I say to you this evening, especially those who are on the ground in Biafra, anybody who comes to you offering you money for anything is an enemy of Biafra. If you take that money from that very person, you cannot see Biafra. That is why we are making it very, very clear that we must all be more disciplined than any army that mankind has ever seen before. More disciplined. Because with discipline, we can defeat, because Britain will come eventually. You will see why white people will come, the Beture will come to fight us themselves. Because Fulani will not be able, they cannot sustain the heat. They cannot handle it. So Britain will come themselves. Or they may go to other West African countries to recruit people for themselves. You know, blacks are very foolish. They will do anything for money. We are not the same with these people. We are the children of God. We are the children of God. Darkness can never overcome us. Never, ever, ever. That is why you must have it in your mind all the time that our focus is freedom and Biafra, not just for ourselves, for our children and those unborn, and to the glory of Almighty God in heaven. Eastern Security Network is not after anybody, as I tweeted earlier, or any tribe or any religion. Not at all. We are pursuing terrorists. I want the world to understand something today, because sometimes they pretend they don't know what is going on. There are 3 types of terrorists in Nigeria. 3 types. One is in the office as a politician, stealing money, making lives of ordinary people difficult. You have Fulani terrorists themselves. And then you have Fulani terrorists in the army and police, wearing police uniform, but they are terrorists. We are after everything that is a terrorist in the zoo. We don't care where you come from. These people that I have just mentioned, if you're a terrorist amongst them, if you come to our land, you're going to die sooner than later. You must die, I assure you. If you have a problem with our modus operandi, that's entirely up to you. Do not come to our land to take over our land. It can never happen. As I said, we've been fighting war now for 2 weeks now, intensive war. No longer Mietiala, because Mietiala said we are not living in Ebonyi State, and we knew the reason why. They were going in order to allow the army to come in. Nigerian army are in Ebonyi State fighting us right now as I speak. But they are not wearing army uniform, but in Abakaliki, in a horse or everywhere. Then some of their reserve is in the police station waiting for us. Some of you do not know what we go through on a daily basis in the land of Biafra in order to keep you safe and secure. You have no idea. If your governors meant well for you, if your Fulani Janjaweed masters meant well for you, how come all these years of ban on open grazing, they have not effected not one single arrest of those destroying our crops in our farms? These are the things you must know. Eastern Security Network is irreplaceable and incomparable. Bar none. Some people think that they can maybe sidestep our command structure to recruit our operatives to become part of their battle. You don't know how disciplined we are. You failed because some idiots who were persuaded by British intelligence to abandon what we are doing. You think somehow you can infiltrate the rank and file, not IPOB. You cannot. Not ESN, you cannot. Never, ever, ever, you cannot. You've been spending millions upon millions of US dollars to try to infiltrate, to destroy IPOB. You have failed. And you will continue to fail. You will continue to fail. The buying and selling mentality of our people, we have destroyed that many years ago. Our people can now reason very well. You can accept money today to mortgage. Look at our future now. It was the money that politicians took in the past that made it possible for Janjaweed to be in our forest, raping our mothers and killing us every blessed day. They understand that there is something called repercussion. That is why you cannot buy us. We are under oath to restore Biafra. You cannot buy us. Stop wasting your money. And any governor that presents himself as an obstacle in the future will be dealt with. I have given the order on Iyke. We will catch him alive. And you will testify that I said it live on Radio Biafra. And you will hear about it. There are some people who are stealing our money in the USA. You know how these people are. You cannot assemble millions of people all over the world without having 1 or 2 bad eggs within. I'm announcing this evening, and as I make this announcement, I want you to go viral and I want you to put it everywhere. We have an account in the USA called Bia Foundation account, our charity in the USA, registered charity. for those who want to contribute to what we are doing, citing maybe a tax exemption. That's the way they do it in America. I gave the order for this BI Foundation to be opened. We opened it with an account, and our people were contributing money to this account. A few days ago, we obtained the statement from 2 individuals I expelled from IPOB for their criminal behavior. These idiots still went back to the account because of how the state of Georgia works to steal our money. Before I came on air, as at the last count, they have stolen $77,000. I have the account to prove it that they stole this money. $77,000 they stole from our account. I don't know how I allowed these criminals to come close to me when I was in the USA 2 years ago. One is called Ozurumba. The other one is called Nwokemkwo. These are 2 arch criminals we have in America. And they will pay very dearly for it. They have stolen our money. Even today, they went to our account and took $4,000 from that very account. Very sad indeed. Therefore, I am making this announcement that nobody should put any money into BI Foundation account in the USA. It's very sad indeed. I know. These 2 individuals, I mandated them to open BI Foundation account, and they are members of the board of trustees of this charitable foundation. But they decided to go in there to steal our money. They were expelled. We've done all we could to recover this very account. In fact, we did. They still entered into the account to steal money from it. That is why we're going to take them to court in the USA, where the law actually works, because they are thieves. Ozurumba and Nwokemkwo in Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia to be precise. Anybody dealing with them is an enemy of the people. Nobody should put any money in this very account. Now you understand the reason why I said that I don't want men to come near our money anymore. Do you now see my reason why? I don't know what is wrong with our men. They will always steal money. I don't know what is wrong with them. Peanuts. They will always steal money. They want to do to us what they did to Jubu. The people that were taxed to go out and purchase weapons ran away with our money and came back and became millionaires. Not under my watch, it won't happen. I don't want anybody to put money anymore in BI Foundation account in the USA until the new one is opened. If you put money there, these criminals will take it. Ozurumba and Nwokemkwo, and anybody supporting them is a dead person walking, man or woman in America. Anybody dealing with these 2 criminals will be expelled from IPOB with immediate effect. They are thieves. I have this, I have it with me. They stole our money. And they'll pay for it very dearly. I thank you all for listening this very evening. Remember that discipline is key. We must be disciplined. Without discipline, Britain will overrun us. The same way now that the Nigerian army and police are the ones fighting on behalf of Mietiala. One day we'll defeat them and Britain will come to fight us. We are only going to be able to defeat them if we are disciplined. Disciplined. You must understand, discipline is key. Resist every temptation. But for Zurumba and Nwokemkwo, people are finished. And I will come to the USA. I expect you to inform the US authorities, and as you people always do, write all your junk to try to stop me from coming to the USA, but I will come into the USA. You people are thieves, you're rogues. Anybody that comes out in defense of these people, that person is finished. Because they're rogues. These are bona fide criminals. Your achievement in life is to steal from your people. We are in a Ebonyi state fighting and dying every blessed day. All across Biafra land, men are falling to set your land free, but you're in America stealing our money. Any idiot I hear defending these two criminals is gone from IPOB, I assure you. I want to thank you all very much for listening this evening. And as always, and without hesitation, you must understand this. We have come that Biafra may be restored. We have come that the will of Almighty God in heaven may prevail in the lives of men. That is why to us, Biafra is the only thing that we have. Biafra is our religion. Here on this noble platform, Radio Biafra is where we worship. Because Elohim is our God, not man. And God forbid I can't do that nonsense. Remember Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. I don't bow before any idol made by a man, especially one made by white people in Europe. They no longer go to church because they have now realized that the whole thing is all rubbish. And I know that some of you may find it very difficult to believe with all the love in my heart. Good evening.
Radio station with more. You're listening to the radio station. You're listening to this is Radio Biafra.
We are not like other people. Because as I once reminded you before we came, there was nobody like us. Now that we are here, they pretend, they copy, they emulate, they fabricate falsehood. But they can never be like us. Long after we are gone, they will wish we lived forever. IPOB is very special. Exceptionally special. The largest mass movement in the whole world bar none. And we did it because Chukwokika Biama is with us. We did it because Chukwokika Biama created IPOB himself. And we are here to pilot its affairs. We will not prevaricate. We will not stop. We will not slumber until Biafra is fully restored to its former glory. Anybody in doubt as to our resilience and our determination to restore Biafra is not only mistaken, not only misguided, but needs to see a psychiatrist. Because we are not stopping. I am a Nnamdi Kanu and I don't stop until I get what I want.
Eastern Security Network ọkwa ha nọrọ onwe ha ndị a ga-ebulogo wee bịaba ndị na-eche Biafra che ọkwa ha nọrọ onwe ha ndị a ga-ebulogo wee bịaba mana ọ bụ gịnị ka anyị na-anụzi ndị amị ha nọ n'ọsọ ọ bụ gịnị ka anyị na-anụ ndị amị ha nọ n'ọsọ akwa onye ọbụla nọ n'ọsọ ndị amị ha nọ n'ọsọ na ndị amị biko ejene ndị amị biko ejene ndị amị ejebe egbusizienu ndị amị ụmụ ụwa eje na-atụ onye ụta broda m na-ekwughị ekwu menụ ọnụ gị na melụti ọkụkọ ntị ike na ife n'idove Eastern Security jisie n'ike n'ọlụ ndị na-eche Biafra jisie n'ike n'ọlụ ife salụ fame anyị enwe mmeri ọ bụ gịnị ka anyị na-anụzi ndị amị ha nọ n'ọsọ ọ bụ gịnị ka anyị na-anụzi ndị amị ha nọ n'ọsọ ọ bụ gịnị ka na-akọzi ife ndị amị ha.
All right, one more time. I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening. That was a repeat broadcast of our leaders, a broadcast of yesterday. It's unfortunate that Some of us are still, I don't know, I don't understand it. It's so confusing, and sometimes, anyway, like I said, we are like African rice on Saturday, rice guy on Sunday, and you know what? They're taking off the weeds, the stones. That's exactly what we are doing. We're sanitizing. They will always come out. People always fall for this temptation. You know, Ipob, Biafra, we're trying to, we are a system where we are, you know, we're trying to make sure that the light penetrates every corner of it. So these people, the thieves, that won't do, they will always fall on the wayside. Anybody that comes to Ipob or that joined Ipob from the beginning with the intention that he was coming here to make money and to become a rich person, it's already too late. It's so funny because the money doesn't fall. You have to put in. If you come into a society, a freedom fighting unit, and all you're thinking about is how you're going to become rich, so we are at the wrong place now. There's somebody that can say, somebody was asking a preacher or a pastor, ask him, what do you want to be? He said he wants to be, you know, describing himself as wanting to be a very rich person. The pastor said, so what are you doing for a living right now? He said, nothing. He said, how can you get something out of nothing? You have to start something. If you want to be an engineer, go to school and become an engineer. You want to become a lawyer, no matter how intelligent you are, I got school now. So some of these people, Ipob is a university, yes, but you know what it teaches you? Teaches you how to be disciplined, how to be consistent. So when you come in and you're coming in, that is why some of you, when they said you have been removed from an office, you get so agitated. I don't understand why I should get angry. If somebody said I should not wake up very early in the morning and broadcast. But you know, I think the radio will be on. It doesn't stop you. Because it's pro bono. What you're doing it for yourself. You're not doing it for anybody. Most of us are I'm telling you the truth. Because they get patron look na I got the worker like me. Yeah, but you know something? I'm not complaining. I'm very, very comfortable and I love myself so much. And I thank God for it. There's nothing anybody can do. The worst that can happen is that you get tired of something, say, you know what, let me get somebody else to do this thing because because I'm now I'm getting tired. That doesn't stop you from your responsibilities. The Biafra Foundation is closed for now. According to our leader, don't put your money there, please don't. I used to call it $1 account because it's like everybody just threw in $1 there every month. And the money was piling up. Some of us pay for our entire family, $5, $6, $7, $8. You just throw them in there every month without looking. Just tell the bank to put the money there and they will be doing it. And some people are there siphoning this money. What the heck? What kind of nonsense is this people? Are you crazy? These are money. Brew the food with your own family. That's terrible. Our leaders just said something. He said, "No, that's what happened in Ujuku's time." It did. I was there. I know. Some people that were even close to the family, they disappeared. They went overseas. For them, they're going to look for money. They're going to look for arms. They never got any arms, and they never came back, and the money never came back too. That's exactly what's going on now. People are busy dying. These children are volunteering their lives, and somebody will have the guts, the mind. If you know you're not disciplined enough, and that you can fall to this. One day I joke and I say, don't tempt the devil to tempt you. If you know you are somebody who's not disciplined enough, get away from money. Don't try to manage other people's money. Manage yours. Because the discipline, if you are running money that doesn't belong to you, and you have a pressing problem, tomorrow I'm going to replace it. You might not replace it. You don't have to touch it at all. If you know you don't have that discipline, Why don't you just run away from anything that put you into money? I do. I know how to do that. Honestly speaking, I do. Every organization that I belong to, I stay away from there when it comes to managing money. Because then when we can but you cannot bring it. And let me give you a very story. Honestly speaking, I'm not joking. I was a treasurer to a particular organization. And at the end of every month, I have to submit my documents and the money, and the money has to tally. 99.9% of the time, I'm not joking, I was making it up with my money. Because rather than I send one cover pro there, I'll put my money there. Let it be my sacrifice. Because I don't want to go in a situation where somebody is asking you, but this is the money, it's supposed to be this, and this is what. No. Before you even go to there, I will find it out myself, and I will replace it. I will. Sometimes I give out money to buy something, I even forget. In fact, I remember one occasion when I did that, and the meeting, at the general meeting, he said, but you spend this XY amount of money to buy something like this. We have something that you ordered and all that, and the money is still balanced. What's going on? Then I remembered that I had given somebody money to purchase something. Come on, come on, audio over than if you don't have that discipline, that's my own point. Stay away from it. That discipline. You are not gifted to do that. You will be forced to put your hand into this. Now look at what is going on. What an embarrassment. These are people that I know. I'm telling you. These are people I have met. Not that I know, I have met them. Most people in IPOB have not met them. We just meet, by interaction by the media. But these are people that I saw. And look, just tell me. The nonsense. Anyway, we are talking about the battle this morning. We know. These people are so full of it. Yesterday, I came into on Facebook, and I saw this. I think it's a radio station somewhere in Enugu. Something, the woman is being run by a lady, and what she threw out as her topic. I actually commented on that thing, but I didn't want to put my name there. I just passed a comment. She was comparing on us. The question was in Igbo language. Who is this name again? My sub guy. And my question to her was, why is this so important? They are killing your people in Ebonyi, and you are busy staying in the radio station, trying to find out different individuals. What has that got to do with anything? Uwazulike Kone. Who is Uwazulike? Nnamdi Kanu is my leader. That's what he is. I'm a member of IPOB. I have no doubts. I have no doubts in my mind. So what? Even if he has a problem or the two of them are quarreling, so what has that got to do with anything? Because then somebody called in on that program. Somebody said, "Oh, that the killing in Ebonyi was man-made at Nonde." He says it's from Benue. He said the people have common boundary with the Benue people, and that the people that came and killed were not Fulanis. They were Benue people. That everything as if Fulani. I'm telling you. And then not a caller can say whatever he wants to say. But what touched me most was that even the broadcaster herself, she said, "You say now we have an eyewitness in on a radio station. Somebody called you and told you what happened in Ebonyi, and all of a sudden he is an eyewitness. You just bought that eyewitness more than the governor of the state. These people are dummies." And I'm looking at her because she was live. Like I'm seeing her, and I'm looking at this woman. I said, "Look at this one." Journalists. These are people that call. As soon as somebody called in, immediately has said, "Oh, now we have seen an eyewitness." Eyewitness? How do you know it's an eyewitness? How do you know the person calling you is not living in Jerusalem or somewhere out of space? You quickly concluded. In other words, he's more eyewitness than the governor that was there. And these are our people. We shall see them. We are watching. We are voting. Let me hope. Because you are fooling yourself. You're going to the bush to do what? You cannot. Our leader said something that has always been in my mind, and I'm happy I heard it directly. The Nigerian police. The police doesn't belong to the state. It belongs to the federal government. And if Fulani man is there, there's nothing. Their hands are tied. They can't do anything. That is why they want to go and make an arrest. They tell them, don't even cross that yard. It doesn't matter what that man has done. That's it. That's the police will not go. Their command is the central government, the federal government of Nigeria. That's where they take orders from, not from the police from the state, which they belong. They are launching, according to them, Ibuba Toro and whatever. They are launching it, and then they are bringing Fulanis, your killers, to stand there and where is the launching anyway? What are they floating? Where is the float? When the name they kind of floated the ESN. With picture a photo and I say how I know people that say Facebook, Photoshop. Okay. The next day we saw this group of men that when you look at them, it was rightly described by an American soldier friend. He said, when you look at these people, the way they walk, that this is pure discipline. Look at the way they parade. That these people have been doing this. God knows how long they have been there. Because for you to stand the way they stand and move the way you must have done that parade for at least 9 months to 1 year before you be able to keep yourself steady like that. That these people are real soldiers trained. And this is only a security outfit. We don't call them soldiers, so we call them Eastern Security Outfit. Network. Security. They are not soldiers yet. When it comes to them to become soldiers, the transition will be very easy. I see Biafra. We didn't go into the army. Nobody could take us into the army because I didn't have the height. I didn't have the size. I didn't have anything. But I really wanted to fight. I said, okay, militia. That's how we started. They trained us as militiamen. Okay, when soldiers have get rid of place, you go and occupy the place. I went to Soka. That's where I started. At Soka, it didn't even take 3 weeks. I became a regular soldier. The commissioning came in later. Was commissioned, field commissioned, honestly. I fought gallantly. I was young. I was nothing moved me. I was tiny, but I was really doing things. And I loved what I did. And I never regret it. I'm still doing the same thing today. By this time, probably doing it with the microphone. So what I'm trying to say in a nutshell is that Ibuba Toro, we are waiting for you to see what you can do. To see when you will, because you're coming to launch an outfit, security outfit. Like I said, our leader, when he launched our own security outfit, we saw it. First, it was Photoshop, according to them. Secondly, they saw army. Then now they saw them armed and doing their job. Amotekun. Yes, Amotekun, that's their name. When they launched, nobody is like, where did these people come from? They had vehicles, they were all dressed up, nobody knew about it. They did it, they floated, it was the day we saw it. No, these people wear agbada, and they wear agbada red. And her lunch, ebubago. That's what they call it. Where is the ebubago? Why do you have to launch a house before you build a house? When they say housewarming, now passing them Abia goes you all a bed tape. Where are the people that you are launching? You are coming out there with the Fulani police and the Fulani army and Fulani security services that are standing behind you. All of you are so dressed up in white. Constitutional conference. I saw the one that the Cross River guys did one time. I think they said it was a security outfit. You need to see the way the governor dressed. He was militant. That's what it's supposed to be. Because here and now, these people don't know what to do. Now they can't corner Hansi. So they are just they don't know what to do. So they have to do something actually. So they just come up with the idea like I did a launch here. You see, every time they try to do these things, they make a mistake. They always make a mistake. Like our leader just said, Owere, Kaya launch security outfit. Don't forget that Enugu at the war, during the war, Enugu, the capital and the rest of them. Enugu was Anambra State. And our launching car just like Baragano. You people are supposed to dress in a particular way. No, they will not. Because you know what? They are Fonja. of Biafra land. They have Fonja, who the secure, that is the governor, that is the court elected governor, has all the resources. So he is in a rush. But those same people that are killing you and put them behind you, where they are worried. Also, also not. They have shown you preamble. Here, Melena prison's yard is just a supporting show. The day they will take you, they will come to your house and take you. Definitely, there's no doubt about it. And I believe me, trust me, it is going to happen sooner or later. We will all try all of you. We will try you and then we'll hang you in the public so that the world will see. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. Let's go into our conversation this time. Please be very considerate. We don't, most of the time it's taken up already, so we have to make sure that we stay as little as possible. If you are able to come in, don't forget that there are other people. And for most people, there are people who I see, they consistently calling. Their number stays permanently on the cell phone, blocking other people. If you do that, it all means you're not even paying attention to what we are saying. You're not listening. You're so interested in, you're carried away by the fact that you want to talk. Then you miss the point. That's why some of you will come in, you don't even know what we're discussing. So you jump into anywhere. There's nothing wrong with that, but what I'm trying to say is, when you come in, please make sure that you just say what you have to say and make room for others. Caller, good morning. I have a call here on the caller. First caller today on the straight line. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Good morning from here.
Yes, my big brother, Mazi Iyke. Thank you very much. You're calling from my location. Mazi, I definitely appreciate you for waking up every morning to come and alert us, alert the Biafrans in what is happening. The same time, I thank my leader, Onyendu. He will live long. And the IPOB worldwide, the people that have come to restore Biafra with their genuine heart, I salute all of you, wherever you are. Mazi, thank God that you mention one thing that is very, very important for our people to understand. Because, sometimes when our leader is telling our people something, they don't understand. So the last topic you made now, we have to make it go viral. You know what? The killing in Ebony was confirmed by Dave Omahi. It's not community crashing. It's not community crashing.
That's right.
It's Fulani herdsmen that kill our people. It was confirmed. But do you know what happened? Dave Omahi deputy quickly, I think Dave Omahi sent his deputy. He quickly come to social media and said that the killing in Ebony was not done by Fulani. Mm-hmm. It was done. It was community clashing. Do you know what happened? Mazi, I don't know if you're hearing me.
Yes, I'm. Go ahead, sir.
Mazi, immediately, the Benue community, where they have boundary with Ebony, where they lay allegation against those people, that is community clashing between Benue and the place they have that incident. Therefore, why he don't want to tell the whole world he's full of hatred because of the shame that they shaming him the first that happened. You know what happened? The chairman of that community immediately go to social media and debunk Dave Umahi that this is not community crashing. It's nothing to do with them. It's Fulani killing. You know what happened? Let our people go to Tamalep topic last night and see it there. Mazi, do you know the funniest thing? That the brother of the man, most of the people that was killed, was brought up in Tamalepa's program yesterday. The guy spoke that he's living in Lagos. Immediately he had that incident. He was calling his mom. His phone wasn't reaching. He called his other brother. His phone is very reaching. He now realized to call his uncle. Immediately he called that his uncle. A Fulani man picked up the phone. I am telling you. The Fulani boy picked up the phone and the guy greeted, like when I call our people with Adele, say,
yes.
It was a Fulani man that answered him, say, where are you calling? The guy said, can I speak to the owner of the phone? The Fulani guy telling the owner of the phone is dead. I am telling you, the brother was on the phone. This one is not on phone. And thank God that the guy said that his phone was he didn't know that his phone was on record. And then He did not show it to the whole world. Someone like play it yesterday and bring out the boy face to face. This one is not like the guy was talking in audio. He brought out the cousin of that boy yesterday in social media. We are watching it, and the guy was narrating what happened. And the Fulani boy was telling him the guy, the owner of the phone is dead. That is dead. A Fulani boy kill our people in Lawala. And then he went why someone intimidating and tell the whole world that he was community crashing. Now they are giving the Fulani 3 days to come and debunk that to say that it's Fulani. Mazi, I am with a problem.
Yes.
Mazi, we have a lot of problem. I'm telling you. Therefore, after killing our people the other day, now the thing he don't know how to face the whole world again. He now directed his deputy to come and say he was community crashing. Then when people come out yesterday and tell the whole world that he wasn't, that it's a Fulani herdsman that killed those people. Yes. Let our people go to Samanaka and watch the video. You will see the boy, the man yesterday, narrating how he called the phone and the Fulani boy. And immediately he said that his Biafra, Fulani boy was saying his Biafra boy. Mazi?
Yes.
Mazi, I think we have to. I think I got because take what I get the governor now. I am telling you. We have to, but
because you see what you're saying has to do with. I said yesterday I ran into on Facebook. There was this woman on a radio station that was broadcasting, and somebody just called in and made this statement that it was a clash between these, and then the broadcaster herself, who is supposed to be very objective, quickly jumped into it and said, yeah. You see, now we have an eyewitness. And I'm like, eyewitness? How can you just conclude? The governor of a state came out to tell us that Fulani herdsmen are killing his people. And now somebody who is calling, you don't even know who the person is. Maybe it's an arranged person anyway. I wouldn't say I didn't know it. But my talk in the whole thing is that we have a very pressing problem. Because our leader even said something now that they come in, soldiers come in plain clothes to come and fight our people in a boy. You know, so I know we have problem, but you know something, God is in control. When the time is proper, all these people are going to, you know, what they did in Owerri, sorry to have kept you that long, whatever they did in Owerri is something that is a preamble to show them that they are not secured themselves. They can be picked up anytime. All things they are doing now, they are getting confused. You know, because when you try to lie, you always make a mistake. He came out, he made a statement, but the IG came out and said, oh, his IPOB is this. Before he got to where they retired him. So it's like, I don't know, my brother. Like you said, we have problem in our hand, but we're going to take care of it. Chukwu case in control. Thank you very much. Yes.
An Igbo guy who called that radio station said that, and the commentator told him, you see, an eyewitness. He have never been there. Exactly. He have never waited to see. He just concluded. You see that everything they say is Fulani. Mazi, I will to you. There is a problem. I say, but I'm asking. You know, all these things that is happening, we will leave it for our leader. In terms of the governor, I know he has his own plan. We will give it for them, for him, when he blow the whistle. But I'm asking Ebony youth. This Ebony youth, are they still sleeping? Like this devil, please, I want somebody to please send this Samanaka video last night to Mazi Iyke, please, in his social media. I wasn't in a position to send. If anybody was in a position to send you that video, when you after watching it finished, please, if it's possible, before you come online, play it to our people to hear a full animal telling the guy that the man is dead. They have killed him.
All right, definitely by tomorrow. I'm sure I'm going to get that clip before tomorrow.
Please, if you watch it, you will shed tear. Yesterday, everybody, when we were watching it, me and my brother, everybody was cold. You need to watch it so that you will see that devil Mahi have he doesn't know how to come out again and start crying or say he's protecting Fulani. What he did was he dish out that he wasn't Fulani, that he was community clashing. Benue people respond. This one is not. Benue people respond immediately and say to devil Mahi, you are lying. It's Fulani herdsmen.
Yes.
Mazi, could you see that? And these people, they stolen our money. Mazi, I'm going to hear some people. I said. But thank you for giving me this opportunity. What I'm asking is this. Biafra must come. But
Yes.
let's be honest with ourselves. Before Biafra come, this government, we have to do this. Governors and I need it. I need it. That is what these people. Thank you for giving me this opportunity.
Yeah, well, thank you so much. All right, this is Radio Biafra USA 2. My brother got carried away, and I need people to call me and be very, very specific. Just go straight to the point, and 2-3 minutes, call other people. Caller, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Call on straight line.
Thank you, my brother Peter. This is your main brother, Mazi Iyke. Calling from Biafra. Thank you. Please, I don't know whether you will advise some of our callers to limit their call at least 1 minute or so.
I know.
Because millions of us are trying to break in, but one man is just standing there holding us. No matter it's one of us. So that's number one. Then secondly, I want to comment on this, what our leader have just opened our eyes more on the so-called launch of Bubago or Ebubenkita.
Yes.
You see, when you look at this thing, because what our leader told us yesterday and what you repeated the broadcast this morning, have just opened my eyes to know when these governors were coming to launch this their so-called Ebubago, this is what I will refer to Nzokondi Igbo in Igbo land, talking about the security of Igbo people. You understand?
Yes.
Nzokondi Igbo coming to talk about the security of Igbo. First of all, they did not dress in Igbo attire. Like Obahi was in Danchiki and with red cap. Then Obiano, according to our leader, he looks like a 419 man or something like that. This is the first insult to the dignity of Igbo when you come to discuss something pertaining to Igbo. Now, secondly, when they came with Fulani people backing them to come and discuss Igbo affair. Have any Igbo man been where Fulani people or Hausa people are discussing their affair? For example, when the Yoruba people wanted to launch their Umbateku, it was the Yoruba people. There was no Igbo man there. Talk less of a Fulani man or Hausa man. It was all Yoruba affair. Now our own become a very different something. You see how these people let us down. And now you say the security agency will supervise or take care, which means Fulani will come to supervise. Sure, the thing is forest. Our leader just opened our eyes more to know what has happened. To me, I call it a compound comedy.
Yes.
They just made their own comedy and went back. All right, you launched a security outfit. There was no single man or single woman or a vehicle to show the world as sample. But Omotoku showed us their men with their vehicles in uniform.
That's right.
When our leader launched our Eastern Security Network, he showed the world what he meant by that. They saw it, and those people are operating till today. But these people gathered themselves. Like as you said, can you launch a new house without building the house, right?
Okay, well.
You never built a house. You gather people to come and launch a house for you. The people are very funny.
Very funny.
People, there are, if they are still elderly, some grown-up elderly men of up to 90 or 100 years, they should call these governors and advise them about Igbo custom, because they've lost the sense of Igbo custom. So that's what I want to say.
Thank you so much.
From Biafra land. Thank you.
There we thank you so much. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. We're still taking calls at 646-920-4541, 845-344-7984. That's the WhatsApp line. And then the principal officer's line is 929-406-9953. Have a call from, let's on a straight line call. Call on straight line. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Yeah, good afternoon, Peter. May Elohim bless you.
Bless you, sir.
Bless the whole principal of staff. Bless our leader, Mazi Iyke. I am Mazi Iyke. I'm calling from Abaja in Wangele, local government, Biafra land. Mazi, I thank you, Kadema, because of our director. Our director opened our eyes again. Although we know, see all these cultural groups in the Igbo land, they are designed to destroy the Igbo land, the Igbo nation. When you need them, they say, we are Okuro and Igbo. We are, all of them are caliphate of Fulanis. That is so. Look at people say that they are launching Ebube Agoro. Our director say Ebube Busu. Ebube Agoro. See, the people they are going to recruit there is hungry people and wretched people. Hungry people. Look, what is happening now is already in the Bible that people are reading, but they cannot understand it. It's already. When God asked Pharaoh to go to Moses, do you know that the same time Moses has some magic he's doing, but he doesn't know that there is a spirit that above his own magic. This is what pushing all these governors. They think that the juju or the charms they are doing will help them. No, they can't see it because they are blind, and this thing is leading them to doom, and they have seen it already. Because these people don't understand who is IPOB or what IPOB means. They don't. Some of them now, some of them believe in witchcraft. They ask that native doctor. Can you even do IPOB? They are feeling na Hitler. Jenny go no men because you go with each other, men are DJ. Uno one go. They go and go. Say because they cannot stand for. If a blood of people that die since centuries, play politics now for you people cannot stop this. Is the way you people? Is there any reason in the sense of people at all? This man opened his mouth and told you that Biafra is the kingdom of God. Why can't you sit down and ask what is the kingdom of God on earth? People can't reason. You think that you can fight God? You can't. No matter your education, no matter whatever your title may be, you can't fight God and you can't fight Biafra. It's ideology. This cannot fight. You cannot. Look at their forming Ebube Agoro. Ado security. We don't see Ado. Now it's Ebuga. That's why when you come to Igbo land, Germany, people that are confused, Mazi, thank you. Biafra is here. Nobody will stop us.
Thank you very much. Yes, sir. We are. Thank you very much. This is Radio Biafra. We're still taking calls at 646-920-4541, 845-344-7984. That's the principal officer's line. I have another one coming on straight line. Same straight line. Straight line I've been on. Call on straight line. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Be very brief, please.
My name is Mazi Iyke. I'm calling for Ebola for the local government in Suka in the Biafra land. Yeah. I recommend you my honorable lecturer Mazi Iyke and all guys go to Alda Mazi Nnamdi who have made up for us to know what we're supposed to know. Coming in today's topic about the zoo, Epopago, whatever they're calling it. Because just like one of people that I'm discussing with today are saying that they don't even have a stand. That is number one thing every one of us have to understand. It's just like what our leader Mazi Nnamdi said yesterday. They want to fall a women or whatever they like. And the reason why they are doing all these things, that they want to do as if to our people to say that they are there for us. And I start asking them a simple question, which none of them could ever answer the question. If you are forming a Bubago and you don't even show all the good that you are using to form them, and when your question is coming to them, they are saying that they want to generate from the so-called neighborhood watch and the vigilante of 18. Why can't you go and generate them first and form them and come to present to us that this is the people that you want them to be protecting us? It's just like what one Philip called himself a neighborhood watch is just jumping up today. That he said that they are the one that they are going to use to fight ESN and they do whatever that is conscious, that is this and that is going to happen. I start laughing at him. I say you should better come and join this the restoration effort. This is the only thing that can save your life. Know that people there, they are not going to save you. They promise us that they're going to form a forest guide. All of us, a flip will start jumping up. And when they form forest guide will go to the Fulani and give them money, and they'll use the money and go and put fuel, and they start slaughtering their people. At the same time, with that number, in the existing local government of the so-called Enugu State governor, whatever, which is where I am, some people are not sleeping in most part of various villages because of the so-called Fulani people. And this is the people that say that they're there for you. And some of our people will not even come to our senses. Let's come together. This is the time for all of us to stand and defend for our rights. Look at now. Every other people are accepting for their freedom. But some people are here accepting that they form a bag or whatever.
something that you know that they cannot even fail or help you. They have been failing us time without number. This is the people that who promise you that the time that you're voting for them, that all your problems have ended. As far as you vote for them, your problems start increasing. So my people, this is the only thing that saves us is IPOB, and this is the only thing that can save us. And I start using Psalm 91 and be praying on the head of all the members of ESL wherever they are. May God Almighty keep on guiding them and protecting them. They will match serpent and all their enemy, and they will not see them. And this is my prayer. And all regard go to my leader, Mazi Iyke, and every other people who have been sacrificing their time, their money, and everything to make sure we reach up to this level that we are today. I say, long live Biafra and long live IPOB. All the Muchuka, wherever they are, I sign off from here because I know that we are on a shortage of time. Yeah. I drop from here. I remember last night.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. We're still taking calls at 646-920-4541. I have a call coming on Principal Officer's line. Caller, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Caller on Principal Officer's line. Are you there? Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Good morning.
Good morning. This is my man, I am calling from the United States of America. I reside here in Washington, D.C., but I am from Amibo. Amibo is the home of the tiger, and Amibo is the home of the judge of Ipob. And I thank you for the topic this morning, and I thank God Almighty for Mazi Iyke. Yes, Mazi, what I want to tell the Biafrans, and what I want to tell the youth of Biafra, I want them to know that this thing we are doing there is the survival. This is their life preservation that we are working on. Man, this is not politics. This is not about APCO. This is not about PDPO. This is not about IPOBO. This is not about anything that is political. Man, this is because our life is in danger. Because it seems that people always misunderstand what we are doing. I am telling you that our life is in danger. Because these people are taking it so lightly that somebody will come from outside, they will import people from outside the country to come and uproot you from your father's land. That the military and the police will connive with outsiders from other countries to come and take your ancestral land. And then we are there talking and everybody say, oh, it is the politics. And people thought that it is Nigeria thing. Man, this is not Nigeria thing. It's something that has done, they did it before. And up to today, nobody has given us account of our 3.5 to 5 million children, men and women, that did not commit any crime. They are unaccounted for, up to today. Second genocide after the Jewish genocide that was committed. No media is talking about it. Nigeria, nobody is talking about it. The youth are not talking about it. Nobody has told us really what happened to our children, our parents, our brothers, our cousins, our nephews and nieces. Nobody told us. 5 million, up to 5 million people. And today, then we are still playing game. If you don't fight for this, honestly, you are going to stay in your house and then you'll be uprooted. There's no two ways about it. You have to know it now because they have planted them around you. They are in Ebony everywhere. These people did not come to live with you. They did not come to do business in your land. What they come is just to come and get your land. And this is the reason why they are in your forest. No matter what they have told them, they have bribed all these politicians. They are the ones that put them over there. You didn't elect all these governors. You call them governors. Did you elect them? You did not. Did you vote for them? You did not. They were imposed on you. That is what you should understand. So what I am saying is that it is good for you just to wake up from your sleep because all of you are sleeping. All the children are sleeping. You don't have a job. This is your country. There is no industry in your place. There is no airport in your place. There is no seaport in your place. There is no employment thing that something can employ you. You have finished university and nothing to show for it. And then people are playing game and giving you a lot of money and then you are dancing around. And you think that it is the same thing. Other people, other indigenous people in Nigeria, they can be happy because no atrocity have been committed against them. No atrocity have been committed against Yoruba. None have committed against Hausa. Even the Fulani or any other ethnicity. Yeah, nobody have been killed. Audacity killed them like this, like animal, butcher them, and then they still coming to our distance. You are the one that have to have, the red eye. You are the one that have been traumatized. You are the one that have been bullied. You are the one that have been psychologically manipulated. You are the one that's supposed to be angry. You are the one that's supposed to carry gun up to today. Anybody you see, you shoot and kill because you have been traumatized. That is it. That is post-traumatic syndrome. All your parents, you can't give account of them. They are still killing you up to today, and then you are playing game. Go ahead and play game. Nnamdi Kanu have told you, and the blood is going to flow. I am telling you, if you don't defend yourself, you're not going to have your children, you're not going to have grandchildren, and that is what it is all about. And I thank God for Eastern Security Network. This Eastern Security Network is a part of Biafra, is a part of the Eastern Security Network. But people who cannot fight this war, like elderly people, like all these people that think that they have money, if you cannot fight, you can fight with your money. That is what I'm asking you. What you have to do is, please, no matter how little it is, just give to these children that have volunteered. This is a voluntary people. They volunteer, they left their job, they left every business, they left their good time, they left their bed, the comfort zone, and then they are in the bush protecting you. What can you do to show their appreciation? People protecting your property, people protecting your daughter from being raped, people protecting your mother, people protecting your father, and then these people, what can you show? It's just to give money. What are you going to do, please? It's very simple. It's not complicated. Take the phone you have there, you can go to the internet, you can go to the Facebook with the phone that you have in your hand. It is the same internet that you're going to go to Google. Go to Google. First type in there, www.ipob in USA.org/donate. www.ipob in USA.org/donate. It is very simple. You can call the radio as much as you want, and if you have not done the needful, you call in this radio and if not even just do any donation, a little thing, to show an appreciation. We are not asking for more. And then you are calling the radio. What are you calling the radio for? What are you complaining for? When you cannot do the needful. The simplest thing that you can do, donate the money, and that it is. It is for your media and it is for your security. That is it. Mazi, thank you and God bless you.
God bless you. All right, thank you so much. This is Radio Biafra. We're still taking calls here. Let's have a call coming in on private line. Let us listen to this person. Caller, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Good morning, caller. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Good morning, Peter, sir. This is Ume Opera from IPOB to Jersey.
Okay.
Good morning, dear friends and the lovers of freedom. Thank you so much for taking this morning. I just want to go straight and to the point. In New Jersey, we're going to be having a Zoom meeting on the 25th of April this month from 4 p.m. in the afternoon. And this is the ID number you're going to be using to log in. 316-743-2114. I repeat, 316-743-2114. Code 0N, capital U, lowercase w, capital T, capital B. Again, the code 0N, a small letter N, capital U, small letter W, capital G, capital B. And I urge all Biafrans in New Jersey to log on to this Zoom. We need your ideas. Many of us who are here in the US, we can be here thinking that the things are not happening. Back home, we have issue. The issue is that we are in a war right now. And we need every Biafran in New Jersey to come out to get involved in this Zoom meeting on the 25th from 4 p.m. And I urge everybody, if you have any youth in your family, New Jersey will have formed IPOB in New Jersey on Instagram. If you want to log in on Instagram to find IPOB New Jersey, you type in IPOB _ Youth Wing NJ. Put the name down and get in touch with Chinonye Okoli. So I urge every person to get involved so we can make this Zoom meeting a success. Because we want to share with you what is going on, have an update, and also we raise money for PSN. Everybody has to get on board as much as they can so we can raise money for ESN. Whatever that is happening, whether they are funding their new security or whatever, we don't care. What we want now is all get money for ESN. ESN in the morning, ESN in the afternoon, ESN at night. Anywhere you go, it's ESN all the way. You can work extra time, extra overtime, get money, and get bring it from ESN. Because with ESN, we are covered. We don't care what they are doing. Okay? So like our leader just said, all we have to do is to be resolute, focused, committed, and discipline.
Thank
We
you.
can break all they want. They can do whatever they want here. All we want is for you to know that you have to be disciplined to get Biafra. And the discipline is get money now and then support ESN. Because it is not easy to feed all these guys. I remember during the war, to feed soldiers whenever they move. It was one of the largest assignments at home or wherever to feed soldiers. And then to take care of this ESN on the field. It takes a lot because these guys work in the bush. They never go in the bush for hours, risking their lives to help us, to support us, to be able to save our land. So you can do that more here, in the US, get money and they support yourself. And make sure you log on the Zoom on the 25th of this month, like from 4 p.m. And they spread this news to everybody else. So people in immigration will be able to get involved. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I keep us.
All hail Biafra. All hail Biafra. All right, this is Radio Biafra USA 2. Almost running out of time completely. Let's see. All right, I have to take about 2 more calls before I call it a day. So who are the lucky ones? Let me take this one. Somebody's calling here, and I don't really know what they're using. Is it Signal or what? It looks like it's Signal. All right, let's take this one really quick. Caller, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Caller on Signal. Caller on Signal, are you there?
Yes, good morning, sir.
Welcome to the program.
Thank you, sir. Mazi is your brother Chidera calling from a location. That particular clip, our brother will requested. I send it to you so you can check it later.
Okay, no problem. Thank you very much.
Yeah, and also, secondly, I'm trying to send you the clip interview granted by this devil of mine.
Okay.
On Channel TV this morning, but it's a little bit long. I will try to send it. If I couldn't make it, just try to check in Channel TV. Okay. This studio, you can find it. Yeah, but I want to make comment on that. Dave Omai should know. It's not only if you're looking for Nnamdi Kanu to come back home to lead the war. We are all Nnamdi Kanus. He must know that. So you must not expect that when Nnamdi was there, he wasn't a king. He was a man. He was that wholehearted man. So he must not wait for Nnamdi Kanu as Nnamdi Kanu. We are all the child that was born today, that the oldest, even if it is a 200-year-old, we are all Nnamdi. How can a sitting governor that is his people being killed every blessed day in his own state are now asking a freedom fighter to come home to lead a war? There is a war here at the moment as a sitting governor. You fight that one. God bless you, sir. We are all Nnamdi. So don't look for one. We are next to you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. That's very good. That's good thoughts. We're Canonites. That's all we are aware. And there is nothing anybody can. No, let them keep fooling themselves. Like I said, when you're lying and lying and lying, you're losing it. You don't know what else to say. Because there's inconsistency in lying, and when you're telling the truth, you be very consistent. I have a call on straight line. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Mazi, Dr. Iyke. Good afternoon, sir.
Welcome to the program.
Thank you so much. Mazi, greetings to you, all my brothers and sisters, Biafrans all over the world. The blessing of our Heavenly Father, Chukwu Abiyama, will continue to keep us moving forward. My name is Hugo, and I am calling from my location, Mazi. I want to help you on the particular woman that you are referring to. See, this is the taboos in radio stations in our land.
Yes.
But one thing about this struggle that you see, Chukwu Abiyama provides different things alongside to back up our leader, Mazi Iyke. That is the reason why there is Ipob Biafran call fighters. Some of you that is listening to the voice of salvation of our leader, you don't know what Chukwu Abiyama gave him. That woman you are thinking the name, I'm not calling her name because she's a good person, but I'm calling her name because she's one of the people that they are supporting Ipob they are supporting people. When they see the truth, they will not see the truth. First, the radio station is called Solid FM here in Enugu province. And that woman is Ozioma Ejiofor. I listened carefully yesterday to that particular conversation. Yes. And that is how they are provoking us here, asking rubbish questions. Our people fired that woman yesterday. But the truth is that they don't love to hear the truth. They love to hear such particular comments which you just are referring to. That's one of them. Another person called from Ebonyi and was talking nonsense and saying that Nnamdi Kanu is arrogant. He doesn't listen to advice. Which advice did you give Nnamdi Kanu that he refused to listen? Support jihadists in our land. All of you, some of you, you are in a pastorship. You are in pastor clotheship and you claim to be a pastor. Not knowing that what you are going is Islamic church. You are among the people that is trying to Islamize our people. If it is not Nnamdi Kanu, or the very clear that every one of us would have been finished. Even the church you go on Sunday, you will not go to that church. This is the truth. So you can't compare Mazi Iyke Chameleon. How many weeks ago he said something and I come to this platform and commend him. Anytime you say nonsense, we will come back to you. As he said day before yesterday, that ESN is only existing in the social media. Mazi Iyke, you are the thief for saying that. And for those of you that is supporting evil, we are telling all of you that we are 100% solid with our leader, Mazi Nnamdi. What Nnamdi Kanu is doing is what the masses want. The zoo police and army, get away from that our route. Let me give this testimony. This is from our leader is working Mazi, and I can boldly tell you that the only place ever in Michigan I can go see and where Nnamdi Kanu and who the effect here will look. But I feel like I walk very soon. When you go to north, you will not see them. When you go to some part of the west, you will not see them. It is only in Biafran land. This is yesterday. I listened to two police officers when they were having conversation. They say I heard say that they send the inspector so person to Imo State. Make you remember what Nnamdi Kanu talk. You know, Nnamdi Kanu talk. If you want to go start for road, make me right your way. Yes, all of them they know this truth. This is exactly what our leader says. If you insist that you will stand on our road, you will die because you people are intimidating innocent people, killing us in deliberately. And you want us to allow you to continue to kill us. This evil that you are committing in our land can never, ever continue. This is exactly what is the message that this generation is passing to every one of you. For these people in the radio station that is support, when they see the truth, they will not say it. When the time comes, even that zoo radio station, they will ask you to come and broadcast. You will say no. Mazi, the blessing to continue to be with every one of you for doing this wonderful divine work for this generation and supporting the most honest person of our own time. Then when it comes to Ebu Batoro, yes, our leader call him Ebu Batoro. Yes, that Ebu Batoro is because Atoro is friendly. Mazi, Atoro, when you ask Atoro to go anywhere, he will go. Anybody that is associating with these evil people, you are about to join that security idiot Ebu Batoro. You are going to die, as our leader says it, because if you want to do the right thing, you know where to join. So, all of you, use your tongue, count your teeth. The evil governors in our land, they don't love us. Mazi, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. All right, this is Radio Biafra USA 2. Do I have time to still take any more call at this time? Let's see. Let me see where I'm going. All right, have a little time. Let me see if I can just oblige this person that's been calling me on private line. Let's see if we can. All right, let me take this one. Caller on WhatsApp on the private line. Please tell us your name and where you're calling from. 2 minutes, please.
Hello, Mazi Peters. Good morning. My name is Chidabel. I'm calling you from Sao Paulo, Brazil.
Welcome to
Mazi, may God bless you. May God bless you and your family. May God bless our able leader, Mazi Nnamdi Okuchukwu. Mazi, I want to keep a record straight. Let's start with, you see, there are many things that Biafrans don't know. And I want to say it today. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, for over 4 years or 5 years now, he has been talking to the governors. Even when he came out from the prison, even when he left, when they wanted to kill him and he left Nigeria. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have written letter, not one, not two, not once, not twice, to these governors to provide security outfit to protect our people, and they refused. They turn it upside down. Now, you see, when he made up his mind, because of the so much killing, raping our mothers, adopting our sisters, and killing them, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu set up Eastern Security Network. Since when he said that Eastern Security Network, all the governors are uncomfortable, even the Fulani Janjaweed and the presidency. Okay, now, do you know since last year, how many months did it take them now to come out and say they want to set up a Buba Gos or not, one thing like that? Everybody is free to set up anything they want to set up. But one thing is very sure. You see Umahi, you see Iyke, you see Hope Uzodimma, you see Okezi Bazu, you see that one from Anambra State, but that governor. I swear with my life. You know, our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a God-fearing somebody that he has a heart of gold. Even if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu tell us to forgive these people, we will never forgive them. They have wives, they have children. And the same way, those governors make other mothers childless. That is the same way. When we start with them, Mazi, we will not even only start. We will start from them, enter all the religious leader, pastor, reverend father, bishop, politicians, the traditional leaders. Are you telling me that we don't have elders in that Biafra land that can call those idiots, call governors to advise them? The one Mazi Nnamdi Kanu set up is to fight Fulani from killing our people. That means these people, they want all of us dead. The first thing Hope Uzodimma did was to send military to go and to test the strength of Eastern Security Network. You remember when they first go there, the police, they left their 2 cars. After that, he brought military. Then they now know that these people are not, it's not a child's play. Okay, now, what does it take them to do what? Appreciate the Eastern Security Network, to join them. Had it been we are depending on these governors, we would have been, all of us would have finished. I sorry to say this, I listened to one video yesterday, and this goes to all the Igbo rich men, businessmen, rich men. If they tell them to support Eastern Security Network, it will enter one ear and goes from the other one. I saw one man yesterday giving testimony that Fulani kidnapped him, and they are much. He saw some dead bodies. And they say, when they were negotiating, he said he will bring 2 million. He said the kind beat where they beat him. They told him, do you think we are selling Akala here? My brother, 2 million is okay. I don't know how much the man later paid for his life. But if you ask that Igbo man, that Biafra man, bring just 500,000 or 1 million to support, he will not agree. And my prayer is this: as many of them that has money, and they don't want to support this Eastern Security Network to protect our land, may Fulani kidnap all of them. And if they kidnap them, that money they refuse to bring, they will bring it by force. And another thing that is painful to me is that these people in Biafra land, if you are talking to them, they will not understand. Mas, we are in abroad. There is no way Fulani will come to US and kill you or come to kill me. If you check it, you see, we are fighting for them because of them. You are not sleeping. You are broadcasting every day. We are spending money. We are doing all we can do. We can relax and forget about them. Fulani will take them over. But we said no because we have to protect our land. Yes. And one thing I want to say here is this Umahi that is talking rubbish that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu should come back and lead war. When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu came out from prison, Umahi said when he was going to evangelism, Umahi said he will not come to Ebonyi State. He gathered military. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu went to Ebonyi State. What did he do? Anambra governor Obiano said he will not come. He went to Anambra State and do his own evangelism. Okay, but Umahi should bear it in his mind that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu say when he will come back, but coming back, a whole hell will follow him. And you see all these people, especially Umahi, Iyke, Hope Uzodimma, they should get ready because this is not, we will not forgive them.
Thank you.
Our own is to take them to God and let God judge them.
That's right.
Thank you, Mazi, and God bless you.
God bless you. Thank you so much. All right, this is Radio Biafra. We have to lock up all the phone lines at this time. But what I promise you is that tomorrow we're going to continue with this conversation. We're going to deal with this much more tomorrow with a few other things that we're going to add up. So stay tuned. Don't go away because Mazi Iyke is coming on air and Radio Biafra USA 2 has to give way at this time. What I need to conclude today's broadcast is to remind you that you need to contribute to our ESN. If you've not done so, please do. Just go to our website. It's www.ipobinUSA.org/donate. My brother just gave a good example. When they're beating you, you're talking 2 million and they ask you things say, will they sell akara for here? They are not joking. Because I know somebody who has been on Radio Biafra who was kidnapped too. I know how much he spent. You keep spending this money. The same thing happened during the war. In Biafra war, it reminds me of when the research and production, the people that do create our bombs and everything, they were looking for batteries. Battery was a big deal. But there were some people, unfortunately from my own area, that stocked batteries that they will sell at the end of the war. But you know what? The army overtook the area and took the batteries. So the point is, stop hoarding all this money because if you are dead, you are dead. Don't keep this money and think that tomorrow is better. I don't really know why anybody should want to keep money. Is for a purpose, and if you don't use it at the time, well, there's no doubt about it. I have come to the end of today's program, but we promise you that tomorrow we'll have time to discuss more. From here, this is Radio Biafra USA 2, and don't forget, Biafra is our religion. And Radio Biafra is where we worship. Stay tuned because Mazi Iyke is coming in. USA 1. From here, it's goodbye.
The last hope we have is in Biafran restoration. I believe. Listen to Radio Biafra. It's where we worship. As a Chukokike Adiyama, let your kingdom come. Listen to Radio Biafra.